You here for this evening's concert of the Week 1 Purple Junior Band. The conductor is Mr. Matt Edwards, and he has been the director of bands and instructor of AP Music Theory at Fuquay Varina High School since 2002. He is also the conductor of the Triangle Youth Academy Brass Band, an audition youth British-style brass band based in Cary, North Carolina. Mr. Edwards is an active freelance trombonist performing regularly with the Triangle Brass Band. He received his BM in music education from UNCG in 1996. He is a member of the American School Band Directors Association, the North Carolina Music Educators Association, and the North Carolina Bandmasters Association. He also has a distinguished record of service to regional and state band director organizations, serving as district president, all-district band clinic chair, and host, and concert MPA chair and host. He has also served as an all-district auditions chair and as a member of the North Carolina Bandmasters Association MPA committee. He was honored with the Central District Bandmasters Association Band Director of the Year Award in 2008 and with the Award of Excellence in 2014. I would like to introduce you to Mr. Matt Edwards and the Purple Junior Band.
called Gate City Snapshot. It has a couple of very strong connections to Greensboro. First of all, the nickname for Greensboro is the Gate City. And this was written by a young man who was a graduate of UNC Greensboro for Mendenhall Middle School, which is here in Greensboro. And it tells the story of Greensboro in 1927. That was the year the Carolina Theater, which is a beautiful building and art center in downtown Greensboro, opened. And early on in its history, it was a movie theater. And so one of the things you might have done was hop on the train and ride to downtown Greensboro to catch one of these brand newfangled movies. So if you can imagine, the story that Nathan Daughtry, the composer, has for us is that you would hop on this southbound train going into the city. The train is sort of gently rocking, riding down the rails, and you fall asleep. And you wake up, and suddenly you were in the movie that you were planning to go see. The train is going way too fast and careening down the rails, and you will hear all of this happen in the piece of music. So the question we have is, can you escape and stop the train in time? Find out in Nathan Daughtry's Gate City Snapshot.
orchestra and large groups like that, but he also wrote a lot of music for piano. He was a well-known teacher in his country at the one of the conservatories in Hungary, and he wrote many pieces for piano, some of them very difficult, and some of them, like these, were written for his very youngest students. So this is a piece called Three Sketches, and it's based on three of these really charming, cute, short little piano pieces. Enjoy.
Arranged it very skillfully for wind bands. So it's absolutely just a beautiful selection. We hope that you enjoy Catherine McMichael's.
Be quiet.
First of all, I want to thank the students for being absolutely wonderful this week. They've worked very, very hard. Anything that I threw at them, they were more than willing to give it a shot and try it, and the results are pretty obvious. Don't they sound wonderful? Themselves really well in rehearsals all over campus. They've just been a treat. So thanks very much to them. I've really enjoyed my week with you guys. Parents and guests and friends and family, thank you all so much for being here, for all the little things and big things that you do to make a week like this possible for all these students. Hopefully they appreciate it, but certainly they will as they get older, all the things that you do for them. So thank you for buying reeds and valve oil and all that kind of stuff, and for bringing them here and making this possible. Of course, I want to thank the Summer Music Camp staff and Dr. Locke, Dr. Giraldi, Dr. Kohlenberg, all those folks. There are so many things that happen behind the scenes to make sure these students are well cared for, and just have a chance to come and make music, hang out, make new friends, and have fun, which is one of the things we talked about Sunday. I hope they have had a chance to do all of those things and have had some great experiences here that they will be able to take with them to their home base. I also want to take a moment to recognize some folks that are kind of the unsung heroes of this whole event, and those are our rehearsal assistants. They really kind of have the nitty-gritty hard work. They're running sectionals with the students, working with them in smaller groups. They go back to the dorms and stay up long hours looking after the kids. They've got duty out on Tate Street, making sure that the kids are okay during their free time. I mean, they are everywhere and doing everything. This camp certainly would not be possible without these folks, and once upon a time I did their job and remember very, very well how challenging it is, but also how rewarding it is. I know these folks are backstage. I want them to come out here so that you can see their faces and give them a round of applause. Our assistants this week have been Chris Dial, Caitlin Dunn, Zach English, Meg Harrison, and Meg may be out in the lobby. I don't know if she was able to. Oh, great, she made it. Cool. Kelly Pedroia and Jonathan Wiseman. Give these folks a round of applause. And on to our final piece. It's become a favorite of middle school bands and middle school band directors everywhere. A wonderful piece of music called Moscow 1941 by a gentleman named Brian Balmages. Brian is a good friend to those of us teaching band because he understands what we do and he understands the kind of music that excites students and motivates them and also gets them to sort of connect emotionally with music. Fast music, slow music, you name it. His stuff is great. So let me tell you just a quick bit about the piece that will make it more meaningful to you. The piece is written to identify a very important historical moment in World War II. The Russian army in late 1941 was sort of pinned back in Moscow by the advancing German forces. And over a period of about 2.5 months, they pushed back and defeated this German offensive towards Moscow. Obviously a huge moment in Russian history and a tremendous victory for the Red Army, culminating in the victory later on in the 1940s. So this piece of music kind of depicts that battle. The melody that runs through the whole thing is a Russian folk song called Meadowlands, the lyrics of which basically celebrate the heroes of the Red Army. And you'll hear that melody right away, almost right away, in the clarinets. It's sort of this low, deep. You can imagine some, huge Russian bass singer singing this very deep melody. And then it gets passed around the band, and you will hear the sounds of the battle. You will hear the sounds of the bombs dropping and the troops fighting before a very rousing and exciting finish. Wonderful piece of music, I think, probably the favorite of all the kids. Whenever I hear, okay, guys, let's play Moscow 1941, and I hear, yes! I know we've got a winner. So enjoy Brian Balmage's Moscow 1941.
Thank you.